Hi, hello. We're back with more The Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. And let's just jump right into it. No need to delay things further. Let's go make a card. I think I might make 2 cards now if I have enough energy to make 2. Simply to fill out our our deck a little more. Because we should have enough. We'll do this to get rid of our last 2 of air. Do this one. We'll do that. We'll make a quick one because I don't have a whole lot to say in these in these card making sections. Endurance. We walk the road alone for everyone to see. A song for incredible deeds. The hero inspires us to achieve the impossible. The golden shovel is a symbol of determination. The meanings of this card are authority, guardian, ego, leadership, purpose, and alliance. Go back. Like I said, we'll go ahead and make a second one just to make our just to fill out our deck a little more. We've got a lot of fire and water left. We'll do a little bit of cheating. Just a little bit of cheating. Ravaged home. War distorts all feeling. The wolf mother dispatches discipline with fury. The red flame from the candle leads to disgusting discoveries. The overstimulated fire energy becomes a cleansing power, death and rebirth. The meanings of this card are sabotage, adversity, judgment, test, change, and rebirth. And we'll go ahead and we'll go talk to Abramar. Still no familiars in your window. What shall we do in the meanwhile? I don't know. Just wait. It's okay. Bummer. I'm eager for some action. What do you do to kill time? You must be an expert at it. Usually I just drop myself on the bed and feel sorry for myself. But when my mood allows for it, I study or enjoy some interactive fiction. I have accumulated quite a backlog, and going through it had a lot of weight in keeping me sane during exile. Oh, fiction. I'm not a fan of fiction. The universe is already a great purveyor of stories. But you go ahead and do some reading. I'll look at the stars or something. Yeah, I might. What to do? I think for this playthrough specifically, I'm not going to do any of the interactive fiction or the studying, because I've already done all that. I've read through everything in my own free time in my previous run, so I think I might just keep this to strictly story stuff. So in order to do that, we'll just hit sleep, because it'll just go to the next day. I'll just rest for a bit. Lost cause. You meet with your long-lost father at the highest room of a lighthouse. He is wearing a golden mask. He gives you a small ebony key and tells you to insert it into the keyhole on its mask. You do so and discover your father has no face, but a tiny waterfall that floods the entire room. Witch Fortuna. My friend Jasmine is always talking about you, and she just told me you're allowed to receive visitors now. Congratulations. Sorry for contacting you so abruptly, but I think your divinatory arts could help me regarding a thing with a personal project. I'm in a bit of a desperate situation. Louise. I'll invite Louise. Welcome.
Welcome. Hi, what's your name? Fortuna, your name is Fortuna. I'm sorry.
Nice to meet you. Your name is Louise, right? No need to be so nervous. Any friend of Jasmine is welcome here.
I'm sorry. It's just that I've heard so many things about you that now I feel like I'm meeting a celebrity or something.
Oh yeah? What have you heard?
All good things, don't worry. Mostly from Jasmine. She loves you and missed you so much. You know that?
I missed her a lot too. Why don't you take a deep breath and tell me a bit about yourself?
Okay. Sorry. My name is Louise, and I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank.
It's okay. How about I ask you some questions? Would that be alright?
Okay, that's good. Thank you.
Let's see. What's your specialty?
Oh, right. I'm a Pithweaver.
Oh, that sounds cool. What does it mean?
Can harvest mortals and Entelechy.
I'm gonna call it that.
Entelechy. It's a magic substance that defines one's behavior and desires. A single mortal barely provides enough thread, but if you find a community with a rich collective subconscious, you can weave whole clothes and capes.
Wow, that's hard to picture, but it sounds fun. And these clothes you craft have magical properties, I imagine?
That's right. It depends on the kind of community you pull the thread from. As a quick example, the yarn extracted from a band of artists could make a lovely scarf that stimulates the wearer's creativity.
I love it already.
I'll leave something sometime for you. What kind of Entelechy would you fancy most?
From Soldiers and Warriors.
Okay.
What's the matter? Did I say something wrong?
Not really, it's a powerful source of substance, closely linked to fire magic, but not my favorite collective, to be honest.
I'm sorry, I didn't stop to think about that. I'll pick something else.
Don't worry about it. Coincidentally, I have a surplus of that kind of thread. If I get the chance, I'll bring you a nice cloth as a thank you present for having me.
Thank you so much.
Do you want to know anything else?
You make it sound like this is an interrogation.
No, sorry, I'm having a good time, but it's easier for me if you ask me things.
Sure. Let's see. How do you know Jasmine?
She hired me to weave a special net together, to gather dew from her greenhouse. It's one of the projects I'm most proud of. I harvested the Entelechy from desert nomads to make it. The dew filtered through this net makes an astounding base substance for all kinds of flower-based potions. Jasmine's brews became quite popular after my contribution.
It's been centuries since I've had something from Jasmine. Can't wait to try this improved version.
Together, we also developed some magical tea bags that multiply the fragrance of dried mixtures.
That is so cool. Now I see how you two became close. Both of you and Jasmine are super crafty. It's gotta be so much fun to find someone to share your passion with.
It is indeed. I always have a great time with Jasmine.
Nice.
More questions?
Let's see. What do you like to do in your spare time?
Oh, I love reading, playing with my multi-neck base, and spying on mortals.
Oh wow, that's weird. Reading?
Is it not hip to read anymore?
Hip? I was kidding. The hard part is spying on mortals. And I'm a bit curious about the multi-neck bass too, to be honest.
I play a custom bass guitar with 3 necks, since I have multiple arms and all that. But I don't play it in front of people. I only use it to meditate. It's really soothing to weave several deep melodies together.
I like the idea. I wish I could hear it someday. But what about spying on mortals?
I love making myself invisible and just watching them go about their lives, comparing lifestyles from many different cultures and planets. After many years of observation, I gained the ability to perceive their intelligence. That's how I found my calling and developed my pith weaving.
That's so interesting. I didn't care much about mortals even back when I was one of them. I guess there's a great deal to learn from mortality too, isn't there?
Yes, I love mortals.
I can tell.
I hope it isn't too weird.
It's perfectly fine. Don't worry.
Is there anything else you want to know?
Let's see. Why did you come to see me?
Yes, better get to business. I'm here precisely because of my Pithweaver skills. As I explained, the intelligence from mortals varies depending on the community they're in and the lives they lead. The universe provides enough different contexts to find whichever kind of energy fits your purposes. But of course, there is a shortcut of manipulating mortals to produce the substance you need. For example, you could add lust serum to the water supply of a community to harvest massive amounts of sexual energy from their orgies.
Quite an example.
Not that I've tried this one more than once. I usually prefer all natural, chaos-bred intelligence. The thing is, Adana saw a lot of potential in one of my projects. It started when that almighty AI rose to lead planet Earth's population. In a matter of years, human society suffered severe structural damages, and any element that threatened the change was rapidly purged from the equation. Humanity has never endured such an abrupt transformation. I felt an imperative need to witness that massive event. It all oozed in otherworldly energy. So I spent decades spinning thread from it. And as it happened, that substance can create an extremely effective weapon for capturing behemoths.
What? Really? How so?
Earth's intelligence was highly contaminated. It was as if the whole planet's fate had somehow been sealed. And behemoths happened to be extremely susceptible to reality-altering arts. I used that substance to weave gladiator-like webs that could suck any entangled behemoth dry of their magic. You can also craft decent pieces of armor against behemoth spells.
And why is Adana so interested in developing such armaments?
The Cosmic Echoes warned her that behemoths will threaten the Coven, so she wants to prepare accordingly. The problem is that even with such a tremendous phenomenon, I only managed to pull enough thread to craft one set of web and armor. And Adana is set on developing a massive weapon to erase behemoths from this plane of existence entirely. I don't believe I have what it takes to see this through.
What do you need to make this happen exactly?
Adana discovered that if you promote war and stir conflict in this new society, the reality-altering arts that engulf the planet try to fight back, as if everyone was programmed to preserve the status quo. In this process, humanity's intelligence once again shows the characteristics it had when the massive change happened, and I can harvest it.
So what are you...
Adana tasked me with provoking World War III.
That's terrible. We can't allow that.
Exactly! But I don't want to anger Adana. There's already been talk of expelling me from the Coven should I fail to deliver. Isn't there a way out of this?
This is totally unfair. Dana's pushing it too far. Let's take a look at what the cards have to say. I need you to tell me exactly what you want to ask the deck.
First, the most important thing. What should I do with Earth? That's if I should do anything at all with it.
Understood.
Then, this is a bit embarrassing, but I happen to be in love with a mortal.
That's totally cool.
The thing is, he doesn't know I'm a witch. I present myself to him in the form of a regular woman. He's a member of the resistance that fights the AI that rules the Earth. He doesn't have an easy life. It breaks my heart and I wish I could save him. But I'm afraid to show him my true nature. I'm sure he's noticed there's something special about me, but still. So that's another question. What should I do about my mortal lover?
My advice is to not get attached to mortals. They wither too fast. But sure, let's check what the cards have to say about him.
Yes, please. I'd also like to know how to handle Adana.
Handle her?
I'm sure she's going to be really upset when she finds out I want to quit. I don't want to be expelled or exiled. Is there any way to escape her wrath?
I wish I knew. It's gonna be a hard one, but this is a new deck. Maybe we'll find a solution. I'm shuffling the cards now. Keep your question and your thoughts. Old Man's Wishes. Arcana are blessed by the power of the gem skull build. Flower language is a shortcut for the deepest conversations. The Iron Golem is powered by sheer determination. Excessive earth energy can lead to immobility. Let's see. We'll put this one for planet Earth. You need to find other ways to disrupt reality. War isn't the only way to mess with the established order.
Oh, I've never looked at it that way. But that's easier said than done.
Do you want me to draw an extra card to look for ideas?
Wow, can your deck do that?
Of course, we can explore any concept we want. Card reading isn't just for divination. In fact, I feel the cards work at their best when you use them for reflection.
How cool.
Ravaged Home. War distorts all feeling. The Wolf Mother dispatches discipline with fury. The red flame from the candle leads to disgusting discoveries. The overstimulated fire energy becomes a cleansing power, death and rebirth. We'll put that on Adana. Adana won't ever be satisfied. You need to flee and find protection in another coven.
So that's it, huh? Not even a seer can find a future for me in this coven.
Maybe you can come back if Adana ever leaves power.
That could take eons. It's alright. I'd rather change covens than hurt any more mortals.
I'm sorry I couldn't be of more help.
No. Thank you, Fortuna. You helped me make up my mind. I was utterly lost. But knowing this, I can take the reins of my life again.
That's good. Transhumanism. Fortuna, are you listening? Look into their souls. The door holds the promise for quenching many kinds of thirst. The mirror dispels what isn't true. A flood of water can unleash hidden potentials. Put that for love interest. Leave him be and cut all ties, or it'll be more painful for the both of you in the future.
Oh. Tough, but it makes sense. It is something that's been in the back of my mind all these years, so I guess it's time to witch up to my responsibilities.
I'm sorry.
It's alright, this was just the push I needed to do the right thing. I can't burden him with loving a witch. He needs to experience love with someone at his cosmic scale.
Sounds like a wise decision.
Thank you, Fortuna.
Endurance. We walk the road alone for everyone to see, a song for incredible deeds. The hero inspires us to achieve the impossible. The golden shovel is a symbol of determination. Enchanted book to become extremely popular among Earthlings and make them want to change their ways.
Whoa, that is wild. Earthspeed is going to have a hard time trying to fix that. The reality-altering intelligence is going to overflow from the planet. I love it.
If you're going to solve things with as a witch, you should own it, Louise. This universe is big, but thought can be even bigger. My mentor always said that there are endless solutions to a problem, and it is us witches, more than anyone, who should entertain as many as possible.
That is a valuable lesson indeed. I'll treasure it. Thank your mentor for me. And thank you and your wonderful deck for the solution.
Our pleasure.
Phew. That was an intense session. I've had my fortune read before, but it's never felt like this. You sure are something else, Fortuna.
I'm just happy to help.
I'll let you know how everything plays out. That's if you're okay with me visiting again, of course.
You are always welcome in my house, Louise. Any friend of Jasmine's is a friend of mine.
Likewise. Well, I'm a bit drained after so much divination. See you soon.
I think with that, we'll go ahead and make another card, because that was a pretty big reading. And I think that might be the biggest reading you do in this game, honestly. Because I don't know if there's anything else that has so many like branching like paths in one sitting like that. We'll go ahead and spend some of our energy though. I think the ultimate goal is to maybe try and make all of these cards into the deck. If I have if I have the energy to do so. I really don't know what to do with this shield to make it fit in or to make it look nice. Can't make it any smaller either. It's kind of like she's wearing it. Close enough. The wedding rings. The bone marrow of the behemoth seer's thought, a love too intense, on the verge of turning into hatred. The right amount of poison can lead to balance and strength. The tower shield brings the burden of protection. The meanings of this card are deception, the unknown, determination, rightfulness, rejection, bad omen, and happiness. So we can either talk to Jasmine again, or we can talk to this mysterious character. Hello, Fortuna. My name is Greth. I'm a witch architect. I believe our common friend Dahlia told you about my situation. I need the maximum discretion regarding this matter, so I'd rather talk about the rest in person if you are willing to have me. Thank you, Greth. Welcome, Greth. Hi, Fortuna. Thanks for having me. Dahlia filled me in briefly on your situation. Not that it isn't obvious just by looking at me, huh? Yeah, it looks bad. Let me say it out loud anyway for the sake of therapy. I've got a behemoth fused with me. How does it feel? Whoa, never thought I'd get that question. The few who know assume it's just fucked up, I guess. But if we're talking feelings here, it doesn't feel bad at all, actually. I mean, aesthetically it's terrible, but it doesn't hurt, and I can sort of communicate with the behemoth at an abstract level. If anything, I feel more powerful. Wow. Glad to hear you're not suffering in any case. But it isn't worth it. Firstly, because summoning Behemoth could well get me executed. But more importantly, I want my cute cheekbone back. Looks like an important loss, yes. So do you think you can help me? If there's a way to cure you, my deck will find it. But I need to know more about you first. Mind if I ask you some questions? Of course. Ask away. Why summon a Behemoth? This is an easy topic for me to discuss. Not because of the Behemoth, that part is pretty straightforward. I wanted to build a temple out of the skull of a titan of the quarry. The harder the material, the more powerful the altar. And those skulls, they resist carving in a supernatural way. I tried every method I know, and when I ran out of options, I resorted to forbidden magic. Why are you so desperate to build that shrine? That's the sensitive issue. I'm looking for meaning. Meaning? I know it's an unanswerable question, or a question that hasn't been answered yet, if I want to put this optimistically. The meaning of life. I feel silly just saying it out loud. Why? Everyone thinks about it now and then. Yeah, but I'm like obsessed with it. I can't ignore the question. You're a fortune teller. You should be aware that there is something more out there. The book where everything is written. Is there someone writing us? Is this just a simulation? Does the universe actually exist, or is it nothing but a figment of my imagination? Do you stop existing when I'm not looking at you? Are we all protagonists? Do we have a purpose? Okay, I get you. Am I missing out on some cosmic truth? Was there something before this universe? Why isn't everybody else obsessed with these same questions? Greth, I'm sorry, I keep spiraling out of control. I can't stand being beside myself because I keep returning these ideas again and again. I build countless thought shrines looking for answers, and as I dig deeper, I only find more and more questions. I haven't slept in the last century, that's why I summoned the behemoth. Carpe diem is not an option for me. I'm stuck in cogito ergo sum. I'm a witch, for fuck's sake. If not us, who was supposed to unravel the mysteries of the cosmos? Why did I ascend? Why couldn't I stay as an oblivious Boston architect? You know, the cards aren't only for predicting things. They are also an excellent tool for meditation. I'd be happy to help you in your quest. Really? Of course. If the two of us manage to get out of our predicaments, I'll certainly join you on one of your Skull Temple meditations. Who knows what we might find channeling the power of your shrines through my deck. That makes my heart race. Yes, please. Let's dissect the cosmos together. What's your predicament, though? I'm exiled, forced to remain on this asteroid. Let's leave it at that for now. Alright. I promise I'll help you be free in any way I can. Partners? Partners. Partners! How exciting! Everyone always dismisses my project as futile. Thank you so much, Fortuna. Now, another question. Wait. What do you say we make this a conversation instead of an interrogation? It's not an interrogation, it's an interview. And besides, I'm not that interesting. Come on, Fortuna, all witches are interesting. And you're the only fortune teller in our coven. Thalia speaks highly of you, too. I'm dying to know more. To be honest, I feel awestruck just by the way you look at me. I can tell you aren't cut from the same cloth as the rest of us. You're special. I've never said this to anyone. I feel ridiculous, but I just need to express it. Thanks? What do you want to know anyway? What is it that drives you? Freedom. But that's circumstantial. I mean, ultimately. What makes your life worth living? What is it that drives you? Achievements. Oh, so that's where your intensity comes from. Interesting. I feel like you're using me for your cosmic studies. Well, I can't miss the chance to pick apart such a wonderful being. It's alright. Bring it on. Thank you so much for indulging me. I'm truly enjoying this, though. Glad you're having a good time. My turn now? Sure. Ask away. Tell me more about being a witch architect. It's a made-up title, to be honest. I've never encountered another witch who defined herself as an architect, at least. A pioneer, then. I just like to build things. I was also an architect when I was immortal, but being able to design and execute projects by yourself is way better than overseeing years of development. And all the bureaucracy. Ugh. I'm sure that I ascended out of pure stress. Plus, using magic to avoid having to deal with the laws of physics sure is a perk. Sounds like a pain building things on Earth. You bet. I was one of those people who preferred playing Minecraft in creative mode. Minecraft? That may have come after your time. You come from Earth too, right? When did you ascend? 1968. Whoa, I was born in the year 2000 and ascended in 2032. Were you a hippie? Not really, but I met a lot of them. I owned a food truck and visited a lot of events. Had a side business reading tarot too. That sounds really cool. Glad to know you're not one of those medieval witches. Can't stand them. Yeah, they're super uptight. So, Fortuna, tell me, what are your thoughts on relationships? You asking me if I'm single? No, silly. But are you? Yes. Cool. What I mean is, what are your thoughts on romantic relationships? Some people can't live without them, some others don't want them at all. I'm curious where you stand on that. What are your thoughts on relationships? Desirable and enjoyable, although it's rare that someone catches my eye. Okay, your turn again. Ask away. What do you like to do in your free time? I spend most of my time on my project, but on the rare occasion when I'm burned out, I like to read. I read essays and arcane texts. Mostly philosophy, so I guess I don't ever really rest. Well, I do enjoy taking extremely long baths. Even then, I can't stop thinking. I'm cursed by my never-ending quest for illumination. Have you met Jasmine? I haven't, although Dahlia speaks about her often. Why? She may have something to help get your mind off things. Jasmine's specialty is teacraft. She's helped me through many difficult times.
Cool. Which drugs?
More or less. But without the drawbacks of the substances produced by mortals.
I'll try anything. Hook me up.
I'll let her know.
Do you value personal over collective well-being?
Whoa, what a thing to spread out of the blue.
What's more important, yourself or the community? Yourself or the universe? And I won't accept any compromise on this one. Ultimately, should you have to choose, what should the priority be? The individual or the group?
Everyone.
Even if that makes you miserable?
True. I care for the world, but only if I get to be happy.
It's a bit of a redundant dilemma, huh? Seems obvious that the greater good has priority over a single case, but pursuing the greater good only makes sense after caring for oneself. But then how much of ourselves should we be giving to the common well-being?
I don't really know.
I don't think there's a universal answer to this. Most communities survive on the commitment of the most devoted. And the rest of us kind of just play along.
Whatever works, I guess.
Do you want to know anything else? Ask away.
What are your thoughts on Adana?
Ooh, time to talk about the boss. I guess neither of us has a lot of sympathy for her, right?
I'm not super happy with having been sentenced to 1,000 years of isolation, no. And you?
I summoned a behemoth. I think it speaks for itself when it comes to my respect for authority. I didn't mind her before, though. She's always let me focus on my project, but now that I know she'll have me executed if she discovers what I did, I have to get rid of either this behemoth or her.
Whoa, heavy words.
But, I'm not keen on being erased, at least not before I finish my quest for knowledge.
I understand. And you're not the only one who's fed up with our leader's policies. Adana's full of herself if she thinks she can handle this many discontented witches.
Look, I understand we need some rules to ensure the stability of the Coven, but I can't possibly agree with these arbitrary punishments. Under no circumstances should a witch ever be sentenced to death or exile. If someone made some bad decisions, they need guidance and forgiveness. We're supposed to be a family, not the army.
I couldn't agree more. We need to construct instead of persecute.
I hear you. Fortuna. I feel like I'm ready to get my fortune read.
Yes, me too. Shall we? I imagine that the main topic here is how to deal with that behemoth of yours.
Yes, please. Also, I'd like to ask about my personal quest while we're at it. I doubt a single card will allow me to finally untangle the meaning of life in the cosmos, but...
Maybe not. But I'm sure it'll be able to point you in the right direction.
Yes, the quest for knowledge is about asking questions from as many angles as possible. And your deck is one I haven't tried yet.
Keep these questions in your mind while I shuffle the deck. Transhumanism. Fortuna, are you listening? Look into their souls. The door holds the promise for quenching many kinds of thirst. The mirror dispels what isn't true. A flood of water can unleash hidden potentials. Put that on Behemoth. Don't fight them. Embrace the behemoth. The way to stop being split is to become one.
Running inwards instead of trying to escape my fate, huh? It is a smart way of keeping it hidden. Instead of cutting them loose, allowing the behemoth all the way in. It's a scary idea, though. What if I stop being me?
I don't know.
Well, what is me, anyways? Existence is a river, and we are never the same self at any given point in time.
Of course.
Whatever gets me closer to my objective.
Glad you're taking this optimistically.
We can't control fate, right? Life gives you behemoths.
Indeed. Lost cause. Overflowing with hate and regret, the quicksand taints its visitors. The zealousy of a paladin is a harsh counselor. The light of the blue flames bring forth trouble. The overstimulated fire energy becomes a cleansing power. Death and rebirth. You will never untangle the meaning of life, but your work will allow others to reach it.
What? No, that can't be possible.
I'm sorry.
What am I doing all this for, then?
Well, we all stand over the shoulders of giants, don't we?
You're right, I guess. I wish there was someone who'd trod the terrain for me already. I can be that person for whatever witch ends up on this maddening quest next. It's not a great consolation since I don't really care whether or not my name is remembered. For what it's worth, I believe that the important part is the quest, not the outcome. It is the journey that gets you the experience. The end of the line is just that. The end. Maybe that's the meaning of life, huh? Yep, solved it. Thanks. I guess I'll need to do some thinking. Do you want to look into anything else? No, thank you. You've given me some ideas about how to get rid of this behemoth. I'll do some research on my side, too. Cool. Let's meet again soon to teach this bastard a lesson. Looking forward to it. See you soon. Looks like behemoths are in. Yeah, they're all the rage amongst rebel witches with poor judgment. I think I can help if you're interested. I'm all ears. We, the behemoth, know each other's names. If you knew the name of the behemoth possessing Greth, any ritual you might perform to free her would be more likely to succeed. That's perfect. Tell me their name. I know we're partners in crime, but I'm not about to give up one of my siblings. Not for free, at least. Am I not paying enough to you already? The deck stuff is one thing. This is another matter. All right, what do you want? Don't fret. I just want a bit of that delicious power you're harvesting. 5 units of fire energy to betray a fellow behemoth, plus 2 of air to release their name to you witches. You don't need to answer right now. Save up, decide if you're interested or not. And when the time comes to try and free Greth, you just let that energy flow to me and I'll whisper the behemoth's name to your ear. I see. It's not too high of a cost, right? Just a bit of magic for your dear mentor. It's not the amount, but the thought of what you're planning to do with it. Still afraid of me after all this time. Just cautious. I'm sure you're a forbidden entity for a reason. Suit yourself. But I'll say it again. I am on your side. Trust needs time. I understand. Well, you let me know if you want to take me up on my offer when the time comes. Have fun. Dear Fortuna, what happened with Louise? Is she really leaving the Coven? Can I come over to talk about it? Your friend, Jasmine.
Fortuna! Louise just came by before I left home to visit you. She's leaving for good. Why did you tell her to leave? I'm sure we could have sorted out things with Adana.
Welcome, Jasmine. First of all, I didn't tell her to leave. It was the deck that suggested she should go to avoid a major tragedy. The situation with Adana wasn't going to end well, and I am a living witness of how sour things can turn when dealing with our leader. And secondly, no matter how creative a solution Louise tried, the deck was certain Adana would make her life impossible. It was checkmate for our friend. She had to escape.
I see. I can't believe Adana caused a precious member of our community so much distress that she was forced to leave. Our leader's ambition is out of place.
Whoa. Jasmine's talking the revolutionary talk.
No, I shouldn't doubt Adana's judgment. She's the one able to speak with the gods, after all. There must be a cosmic plan to all this.
Some gods they are.
Fortuna!
Anyway, how was Louise? Where is she going? Did she manage to leave unnoticed?
Yes, she doesn't have a project review for another couple of months, so she just packed all her stuff, discreetly, cut all ties with her mortal acquaintances, and left. She didn't tell me where she plans to go, but she said she'll contact us when she feels safe. Also, Louise wanted me to thank you for her help. For your help. She seemed happy to break away from Adana in the end. She's sorry she couldn't come to say goodbye in person. She used all her time leaving something for you. It's a pith cloth. She had a surplus of war energy from the experiment she did for Adana. Here.
Look at that. We got a new little card. Soldier's pith cloth. Pith cloth weaved by Louise with intelligence harvested from soldiers. A present for Fortuna. Oh, it's beautiful. I humbly accept it.
Louise is great, right? I'm going to miss her. Thank you so much for helping her, Fortuna. I guess that the Coven doesn't mean anything if witches aren't happy.
Tell me about it.
I'm sorry. We need to take you out for a stroll. Smell the flowers again, pet a cat, watch some children play in a river. I'd say that's the best medicine for your case.
Just 800 years to go, huh?
Fortuna.
It's alright. I'm doing a lot better just from being able to talk with other witches.
Look, I'm going to leave now, but I'm going to think long and hard about some ways to improve your life here.
Thank you, Jasmine.
Take care, and thanks again for helping Louise.
Actually, wait a minute.
What is it?
I need some herbs to help a witch friend, Greth. Oh? You've met Greth and the architect? Dahlia's friend? She's never got time for me. Now I'm jealous. It was a business visit. She seems like a very busy witch. And what does the fabulous Greth need from me that she doesn't even have time to ask me for in person? Oh, you're actually jealous. She's not the one asking anyway. I'm asking you, as my friend, to help me help her. Okay. Anything for you. What are these herbs for? Something to ease her mind. Is she stressed, or... She's really anxious about a personal problem. I'm looking for a way to heal her. But whatever ritual we attempt, it would help to have her relax.
I see. Well, that's a pretty common ailment, a distressed mind. I have something on me that might help.
Oh?
Bacopa moneri mixed with chamomile. Infuse it with a bit of lemon or honey and have Greth drink it while she thinks about a toy she loved back when she was a mortal kid. I've never seen it fail.
Thank you so much, Jasmine. This is exactly what I needed.
You're welcome. And maybe Greth will deign to thank me in person next time?
Do you have some herbs against jealousy? It's for a friend of mine.
Shut up. Okay, I must go now.
Thanks again.
Goodbye.
Hey, Fortuna. How'd it go with Greth? I came up with some of my own ideas on how to help her, but I could use your input. Let me know when I can visit. Hey, Forts! Hey, Dahlia. I know it's been 2 centuries, but I still don't like any abbreviations of my name. Oh, shoot. I thought Forts would work. We've been through this too many times. I don't like Fort, I don't like 40, and I especially don't like tuna. Ha! But tuna's so cute! Not funny. Okay. So you found a way to help Greth? Right. I've been researching some exorcism methods, and I found some censored texts. They don't mention behemoths explicitly, but they might be the perfect solution for this case. There is a way to quite literally sever extra-dimensional beings from a witch. Oh yeah? How? With an enchanted blade. I'm going to forge a demon bone dagger to cut that bastard down. That sounds dangerous. I know my way around knives. Trust me. You're right. And you mentioned you need my help with this? That's correct. For the ritual to be most effective, I need to imbue the dagger with an essence kindred to Greth. And I was wondering, since you put her through your wonderful deck, maybe you could point me to the proper energy. But wouldn't you know her best? You've known Greth way longer than I have. I know, but I can't wrap my head around her. She's so self-absorbed, always focused on her projects. I realize I can't really tell. You don't need to disclose any sensitive information to me, but I've experienced firsthand how incisive your divination can be. You did read the cards for her, right? Yes. Perfect! Your guess should be better than mine, then. What energy should I imbue the dagger with? Philosophy. Ooh, that sounds right! I'm way too simple to come up with such an essence. I'm more about fear and strength and joy. I wouldn't even have considered philosophy to be a type of essence to begin with, huh? Alright! I'll smith the most impressive dagger. Just you wait, Greth. Wow. Goodbye, Dahlia.